you ever met a super dad? The one who's really great at being a dad. If you have, you won't forget because they are rare and special. Awesome dads come in different types. Real dads, stepdads, or any man who cares for a kid like a dad. This job is crucial and good dads make a big difference, even outside their own child's life. Maybe you had a great dad, or maybe you didn't. Either way, you want to be a great dad. But for whatever reason, you keep stumbling and feeling like you are constantly falling short. The thought of being a lousy dad is one that haunts me. As Theodore Roosevelt said, there are many kinds of success in life worth having. It is exceedingly interesting and attractive to be a successful businessman, lawyer, or president. But for unfledgling interest and enjoyment, a household of children, if things go reasonably well, certainly makes all other forms of success and achievement lose their importance by comparison. Even though how people raise kids can change over time, being a really good parent often comes from doing certain good things and having special qualities that all the best parents share. And in this video, I talk about 10 things all great parents share that if ignored, you are guaranteed failure as a dad. Let's jump right in. The first one is that they establish rituals. Things like eating pancakes on Sundays, doing cool handshakes, having a bath, and reading a book before bed every night. Kids really like doing these routines and might enjoy them even more than you know. These little things create structure and they're really fun. The next thing is that great dads accept their kids for who they are. Every dad looks at their brand new baby and imagines them as a great athlete, a musician, some genius WizKid student, or maybe all three. But kids have their own plans too. Really good dads can let go of their own ideas for their children and let them choose what they want to do. They understand how much their child wants their support and love, and they give it without any conditions. Over 60 years ago, psychologist Carl Rogers suggested that simply loving our children wasn't enough. We have to love them unconditionally for who they are and not for what they do. Children who feel they have to earn their parents' love have lower self-esteem and increased feelings of unworthiness, while those with a stable sense of self have greater confidence and an increased ability to cope more effectively with life's challenges. The next one is that great dads check in. Dads who are really good at being dads understand the importance of talking to their kids often. Researchers at MIT, Harvard, and the University of Pennsylvania found out that talking a lot with your kids helps them become better communicators. This is a big skill that helps in life. Not every talk needs to be super serious, but it's nice to talk about more than just basic stuff. Talking in the car, while playing basketball, or while making dinner are all chances to connect. Great dads use these times to see how their child is feeling and talk more if needed. The next is that great dads treat their spouse with respect. Dads who are great know that saying mean things about the other parent is not okay. Even if they don't like that person, they don't say bad things about them in public. Howard William Hunter, lawyer and the 14th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, once said, "One of the greatest things a father can do for his children is to love their mother. It's not good to hear bad stuff about your mom or dad. Kids shouldn't have to protect or defend their parents. Great parents understand this and don't make their kids feel bad. Saying nice things about the other parent is important, and kids will remember those kind words and learn from them how to treat their spouse and people in general." The next thing is that great dads say "I love you." Positive psychologist Park Standon says that hearing the words "I love you" every day is how children form secure attachments. The single most important factor in raising well-adjusted kids is secure attachment to parents. This manifests into adulthood as positive relationships and high self-esteem. Those three little words, "I love you," are special, and great parents know that even though we show love with what we do, it's really important to say it too, especially when you are young and going through some tough times as a kid. Yes, kids go through some shit too. Sometimes, if we didn't hear those words a lot when we were young, it might be tricky to say them as a grown-up, but awesome dads work hard to find ways to say "I love you" to their kids as much as they can. When they do that, it makes it easier for their kids to say "I love you" too. The next is that great dads say "I'm sorry." Great dads also know that saying "I'm sorry" is important. We want our kids to admit when they're wrong, and they should expect the same from us. We show how to act by what we do, and saying "do as I say, not as I do" doesn't work well, especially as our kids grow older and smarter. Just saying I made a mistake, I'm sorry, gets more respect from a child than avoiding the mistake. Kids can be really understanding when they hear a true apology. The next is that great dads read. Reading a story to your child at bedtime is really important, even more than you might think. This is one I underestimated as a new parent. I thought I could just do it. It's easy, right? Just pick up a book and read a story to your kid. How hard could it be? I was very wrong. It needs to be done. But just like anything else that's new, it takes time to create momentum. Make it a priority, then it will become a habit in no time. In the longest ever conducted study on human development, British researchers followed the lives of over 70,000 kids for 70 years and found that parents who are nice and spend time with their kids help them do well in life. One of the best ways to be nice and spend time with your child is by reading stories together. And guess what? Kids who start reading on their own do really well in school and life. If you want to help your child read, just read a fun story with them every night. Look at the pictures, ask questions, and see if they can read some words too. They'll be reading on their own in no time. If reading is something you don't do often, you will skimp on this for sure. Just get back up and keep working at it. And you know what? Great dads keep reading for themselves. They read books to learn new things and become even better. Make it a habit to dig into some books for yourself too. It's probably the only real thoroughly thought out form of information available still. Reading a little bit every day helps you know more about the world and get lots of ideas. All these things make you a super awesome dad. The next one is that awesome dads laugh. Awesome dads know it's great to bring laughter into their homes. That's why dad jokes are even a thing. Laughing makes you feel good, relaxes you, and can even help you live longer. A study showed that laughing also helps children's brains work better. Laughing is like a superpower. Besides, when we laugh, it shows that life doesn't have to be too serious. As the kids get older, there might be more things to worry about, but learning to laugh early helps them handle tough times better. The next one is that awesome dads ask for help. Marcus Aurelius said it's okay to ask for help. He compared it to soldiers helping each other in battle. Sometimes you might need help, like when you have a new baby or when your teenager is learning to parallel park. Being a parent is full of challenges. You might have lots of questions and worries, but luckily other parents went through similar things and can understand. Who would understand your nervousness about your daughter's first date better than another dad? It's okay to ask for advice or just talk to others who know how it feels. Books are great too, but if you can find other dads in your community, that's even better. Great dads know that getting help is a strong thing to do, not a weak one. The next thing is that great dads know they are their children's greatest teacher. Epictetus once said, "Be careful to leave your sons well instructed rather than rich, for the hopes of the instructed are better than the wealth of the ignorant." Kids notice all the things we do, even when we think they're not looking. You'll get a better result by getting off your phone first instead of limiting your kids' screen time when you're constantly on your phone. Awesome dads understand that they're showing how to do important stuff to their kids, like dealing with tough times, being a good friend, helping others, and doing well without bragging. Dads who are great know that actions are super important, even more than words. They try to teach their kids by showing them every day. As Charles Kettering put it, every father should remember that one day his son will follow his example instead of his advice. I added 3 bonus points and I urge you to stick around for them because without them, everything we've just talked about won't last long. And the first one is that great dads work out. Exercising every day with your kids makes life better for all of you. You'll feel healthier and have more fun together. It can even help you live longer. When you're strong and active, you can enjoy doing things together that you couldn't do before. Being healthy means more happy moments with your kids. When you exercise with them every day, you will see how good it is for everyone. It doesn't have to be complicated. Take walks, ride bikes, do the yard work. And if it's your thing, go to fancy gyms and lifts and do that stuff. The point is to be active. The next one is that great dads sleep. Schopenhauer said that sleep is the interest we pay on the loan of life. That's brilliant. Be glad to pay for it. It's what keeps us alive. Make sure you get enough sleep. Some guy named Matthew Walker studied sleep a lot and found out that not sleeping enough can make us sick and tired. Our brains and our bodies need rest to be healthy and strong. Sleeping around 7 to 9 hours every night helps with memory, making good choices, and handling stress better. But honestly, it's not realistic to expect that much sleep every day, especially if you're a new parent. Simple habits like getting into bed earlier instead of binge watching TV or avoiding alcohol, generally just having better sleep hygiene will go a long way toward getting better sleep. It's actually a thing, sleep hygiene. You can look it up. And the last one is that great dads put the day up for review. The best way to improve is to review. So each evening you should examine your day and your actions. Seneca once said, "When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, aware of this habit that's now mine, I examine my entire day and go back over what I've done and said, hiding nothing from myself, passing nothing by." The question should be, did I follow my plans for the day? Was I the best dad I could be? What could I do better? What have I learned that will help me tomorrow? Thank you very much for spending your precious time with me today. If you like this type of content, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button so you don't miss when I post a new video. Being a parent is not easy, and we can all use a little help, even if it's just some encouraging words. Just remember, when children seem the least lovable, that's when they need our love the most. Children test our patience. They push every button. They make us proud. They make us worry. They make our hearts burst with love. They drive us absolutely nuts, usually all in the same day. But if you let it, our kids make us better people, more accepting, more forgiving, more caring towards all children, not just our own. I'll see you on the next one.